A very good morning, students. I hope all of you have enjoyed your Diwali in a very good way with your family and your friends. So, students, let us move forward and discuss the next assignment, that is assignment 7.4. So, students, in this assignment, we're going to discuss about the property of the triangles, that is the Pythagoras theorem. See, what is the Pythagoras theorem, students? Pythagorean is a scientist who gave this property for the right angle, that if we take a right angle triangle, let it be ABC and B is 90 degree, that is the right angle. So students, we know the side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. So side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. So this is hypotenuse. Okay, this is the base. Okay, and this is the perpendicular. Okay, so what does Pythagoras theorem states? It states that in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, it states that hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Also, one thing, students, besides this Pythagoras theorem, remember that hypotenuse is the longest side. Hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. Okay, students. So this is the theorem that we're going to use in our next assignment, that is assignment 7.4. So the first part of this assignment is the length of the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle, okay, whose other two sides are 3 and 4 is, see, we have to find out the length of the hypotenuse whose other two sides are 3 and 4. So the first part is, this is a right angle triangle, name it as PQR. The other two sides other than the hypotenuse, are 3 and 4. So this is 3 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter. Okay, and students, we have to find out the hypotenuse. So students, by using Pythagoras property, by Pythagoras theorem, we can say that hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. We can use this property. So side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. So this PR is our hypotenuse. So PR square is perpendicular is this. So 4 square plus this is 3 square. Therefore, students, PR square, that is hypotenuse square, is 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9, this will be 25. So PR square is 25. So if I just remove the square from this, we have to put a square root. Okay, students, if we remove square from one side, then in the other side we always have to put the square root. So 25 square root is 5. So the 5 centimeter is my required answer. That is part number B. Okay, so the next is the perpendicular of the, okay, now we have to find out the perpendicular. Hypotenuse is 15 and base is 12. See, the second part is, take a right triangle ABC. Hypotenuse is 15, base is 12 centimeter. Perpendicular we don't know, students. Perpendicular we have to find out. So again, by Pythagoras theorem, we can say that hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. But this time, students, we know the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 15. So 15 square as it is. Perpendicular we don't know. Base we know 12. So 12 square as it is. So this is 225. Perpendicular square, this is 154. Okay. This when goes here, it will be subtracted. So it will be how much? See, if I just subtract, students, 225 minus 144. Okay, so how much it will be? See, if I just subtract, it will be 1 again. Okay, so if I just add them, see, this will be perpendicular square 415. Yes, it will be 81. So perpendicular will be square root of 81. See, now we have square in the one side. If I just remove the square, I have to put the square root. Therefore, perpendicular is equals to root of 81. And we can find out the root of 81 as 9, because 81 is 9 square. So I can write 81 as 9 into 9. So the square root of 81 is 9 centimeter. So 9 centimeter is my required answer. That is the part number D. Next is, if A, B, C are the three positive integers, which of the following is true for the Pythagorean triplet? See students, what are Pythagorean triplets? Pythagorean triplet. It is the order pair. Pythagorean triplet is the order of those three numbers which forms the right angle triangle, or I can say which satisfy this condition. Like if I write 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 is the Pythagorean triplet. Because students, see, if I take the largest side side is 5. So 5 square is equals to 25. And the sum of these two squares, it is 9 plus 16. It is also 25. Okay. So Pythagorean triplet are those three numbers whose square of one side is equals to the sum of the other two sides square. Okay. Pythagorean triplet are those three numbers whose square of one side is equals to the sum of the square of the remaining two sides. For example, this is the first example, students. If I take any other example like 5, 12, 13. 5, 12, 13 is the next example, students, of the Pythagorean triplet. See, if I take largest side, that is 13. 13 square is 169. And the square, sum of the square of other two sides. Sum of the square of other two sides. It will be this. So if I just solve, students, 5 square is 25. 12 square is 144. So if I just add them, it will be 169. So these 169 and 169 are equal. So 5 square plus 12 square is equals to 13 square. So these are our Pythagorean triplet, which satisfy the condition that square of the one side is equals to the sum of the square of the two remaining sides. Okay. Now students, in the given first question, third part, only second option, that is with equal sign, satisfies the condition of the Pythagorean triplet. So B part is my required answer. Okay. Now students, in moving forward to the question number second, hypotenuse is 25, perpendicular is given to us, we have to find out the base. So this is the same as these questions, so just do question number second by yourself. Now moving forward to the question number third, students. See, question number third. The perimeter of the rectangle is 34, its breadth is 5, we find the length of the diagonal. Okay. See, this is a rectangle. Name this as capital L as a length, and this is the breadth. Name it as ABCD. This is the diagonal. Okay. And we know that angle of the rectangle is how much, students? 90 degree. So we have to find out this diagonal. So to find this diagonal, students, we have to find out length and breadth. So students, perimeter is given to us and breadth is given to us. Perimeter is 34 centimeter. Perimeter is 34 centimeter. Breadth is 15 centimeters, students. Sorry, 5 centimeters. So see, we know the formula of the perimeter, that is 2 bracket L plus B. We know this formula. Perimeter is equals to 34. To length, we don't know, breadth is 5, students. So if I just cancel the amount, it is 17. 5 is in addition, when it goes, it will be subtracted, so L will be 12. So L is 12, length is 12 centimeters. So this is 12 now, and this is 5. So students, in triangle BCD, if I take, See, this is a right angle triangle, students. BCD is a right angle triangle because this angle is 90. So the side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. So BD square is equals to CD square plus BC square. BD square is a diagonal we don't know, students, so this as it is. CD, this will be length will be 12. So 12 square is 144. BC square, that is the breadth is 5. So this will be 25. If I just add them, it will be 169. Okay. So if we just remove this square, we can just put the root of 169. So BD is equals to root of 169. That is 169 can be written as 13 square. So the length of the diagonal is 13 centimeter. Therefore, length of diagonal is equals to 13 centimeter. And this is my required answer. Okay, so this is our question number 3rd, students. Now question number 4th. The sides of the triangle are given. Which of them is the right angle triangle? So students, if they satisfy the condition of the Pythagorean triplet, like the first part, 4th question, first part, A is equals to A, B, C are given. A is 6, B is 8 centimeter, C is 10 centimeter. Okay, so just take the largest side first. Largest side is 10. So C square is 10 square is equals to 100 centimeter. This is 100. Okay. Now take the sum of the square of the remaining two. Sum of the square of the remaining two. So A square is 36. B square is 64. If I just add them, this will be 100. Okay. So A square plus B square is equal to C square because both of them are equal now. Therefore, A square plus B square is equals to C square. So they satisfy the condition. Okay. So yes, it forms a right angle triangle. Okay, students. So 4th question, first part forms a right angle triangle. So similarly, you can find out the second part also. But students, I am telling you, it does not form a right angle triangle because it will not satisfy this condition. Okay. So this you can find out, students. Now moving forward to the question number 5th, students. Okay. See, in question number 5th, this triangle is given. This is A, this is B, and this is C, students. This is 30 degree. This is 60 degree, students. Okay. So we have to find out which of the following is true or false. Okay. Now, students, see, by using angle sum property of the triangle, in triangle ABC, we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C, it is equals to 180 degree. That is the angle sum property. Angle A we don't know, students. Angle B is 30 degree. Angle C, it is 60 degree. So the sum of these two is 90. When 90 goes to the right hand side, it will be subtracted. So angle A, we can say that angle A is 90, students. So this is 90 degree. So students, we can apply the Pythagoras property here that, see, side opposite to the right angle is BC square. So BC square is equals to AB square plus AC square by Pythagoras theorem. So this is true. So students, only the first part is true. First part is that is BC square is equals to AB square plus AC square. So only first part is true. So the remaining second part and the third part are not equal. Okay. So first part is only true. Others are false, students. Now just move forward to the question number 6, students. See, in question number 6, just take out your books and read the question properly, students. Because these are the bird problem questions now. From question number 6 to the remaining questions. See what we are going to do in question number 6. ABC is an isosceles right triangle. Isosceles means a triangle whose two sides are equal, and right means one angle should be 90 degree. So students, I can say that in question number 6, if I draw, this is a triangle ABC. It is isosceles right triangle. That means two sides will be equal. So these two sides will be equal, students, and this angle will be 90 degree. Okay. Now, okay, it is right angle at C. So I can name this like this: right angle at C. Okay. So we have to prove that AB square is equals to twice of AC square. Okay. Students, by Pythagoras property, by Pythagoras theorem, we can say that, see, side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. So AB square is equals to AC square plus BC square. I can say this by Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Also, students, ABC is a isosceles right angle triangle, as ABC is isosceles right triangle. Therefore, AC will be equals to BC. Okay. So name this as equation 1. Put this in equation 1. Put in equation 1. See, what do we want, students? We want AB square is equals to twice of AC square. That means we don't want BC in our answer. So just write down AB square as it is. This AC square as it is. And BC is equals to AC. So just put AC instead of BC. So this AB square is equals to AC square plus AC square. So it will be twice of AC square. So this is my required answer. Okay. So let us move forward to question number 7, students. See. In question number 7, a ladder of 15 meter long reaches a window which is 9 meter above the ground. Okay. See. Let us assume that this is the ground level. Okay. And here we have a window. At this point we have a window. And the window is 9 meter above the ground on the one side. See, this is the ground level. This is 9 meter. Okay. And here we have window. And a ladder is kept, okay, in such a way that it is 15 meter. So, okay, this is 15 meter. Ladder is how much? 15 meter. Okay, keeping it foot at the same point, ladder is turned to the other side, okay, to reach a window. Okay, now just see, keeping its foot at the same point, the ladder is turned on the other side. That means this ladder is turned toward this side now. So this will be here now, and reaches a window. Now next window is here, which is 12 meter high. So this distance is 12 meters, students. This distance is 12 meter. So students, what we have to find out, find the width of the street. This is the street. So A, B, C, D, E. See, these two will be the right angle triangle. See, this ladder when turns here, the length of the ladder will not change. So this is 15. So this is also 15 now. But we have to find out this street width. Street width is BD. So just find out BC. Just find out CD and just add them and you will get your answer. So students, take triangle ABC, apply Pythagoras theorem. Take triangle EDC, apply Pythagoras theorem. By applying Pythagoras theorem, you can find out these two sides. So in order to find out the width, just add both the length, that is BC and CD, and you will get your answer. By just apply Pythagoras in these two, okay, and you will find out BC and CD. Just add BC and CD, you will get your answer. Okay, so this is our question number 7. So just do question number 7 by yourself. I'm gonna discuss the remaining question, that is question number 8 and question number 9. See, in our question number 8, students, man goes 10 meter due east. Okay, see, if I just made the directions, this is north, this is east, this is west, and this is south. Okay, a man goes 10 meter due east. From here he started and goes 10 meter due east. Let us assume that the man is here at present and then 24 meter due north. Then he goes from here 24 meter due north. This distance is 24 meter. Find the distance from the starting point. See, he started from here, then he moved here till, and from this point he reached here. Now I have to find out this distance. Okay, so students, we can just apply the Pythagoras property in triangle ABC and can find out the AC distance. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can say that AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. So AC square we don't know, students. Okay, AB is 10. So 10 square is 100. 24 square if you find out, students. 24 into 24. 4 for the 16, 1. It will be 576. Okay. So if we just add them, students, how much will it will be? 676. When we just find out the square, I can write it like this. So root 676 is my required answer, or we can just find out in a more simplified way by just checking the factors of this. Okay. Now students, see in question number 9, a tree broke at a point but did not separate. Okay. It stopped touched the ground at a distance of 6 decimeter from its base. See, this is the ground level, students. This is the length of the tree actually. This is the length of the tree actually. AB is the length of the tree before it breaks. Okay. See, a tree broke at a point but did not separate. Like if I say tree broke from this point, so this portion of the tree touches the ground. So now this AC shifted here, and now A dash, this length will be equal to this length because this part of the tree touches the ground. Okay. So students, it touched the ground at a distance of 6 meter from its base. That means 6 decimeter is this distance, because base of the tree is this and the top of the tree touches the ground here. Okay, if the point where it broke, that means this point, be at a height of 2.5 diameter from the ground. See, this is 2.5 meter from the ground. So students, what is the total height of the tree before it breaks? That means you have to find out the actual height. Actual height is this. So just we have to find out AC, and we know that students AC will be equals to A dash C, because this portion of the tree just fell on the ground and these two portions will be equal. So just apply Pythagoras property in this. In triangle A dash C B, just apply the Pythagoras property. A dash C square, it will be equals to this A dash B square plus BC square. Okay, students. So just put the value and you will get your answer. See, A dash C square, students, we don't know. A dash B, that is this, so 6 square is 36. BC is this, it will be 2.5 square. So students, if I just add them, this will be 36 as it is. 2.5 will be equals to 6.25. 2.5 square is 6.25. Now if I just add them, students, it will be how much? A dash C, this will be, if I just add, it will be 42.25. Okay. So AC square, if I just find out the root of 42.25, students, it will be 6.5. Okay, that means this distance, or I can say this distance, these two distance will be 6.5 decimeter. So we have to find out the actual length of tree. So actual length of tree will be total this length. So this length will be this plus this. So it will be 2.5 plus 6.5. So if I just add them, it will be 9 decimeter. Okay. So students, this is our question number 9. So I hope all of you understand this assignment. And students, this is our last assignment. So just practice these questions and the remaining questions also. I'm going to see in the next class. Thank you.